This is not a project. This is the story of how I have lived my university journey, a journey full of doubts, pressure, fear, courage, and the people who have guided me when I needed it the most. It is the story of how I discovered that the monsters I face are not outside, they live inside me. And every semester pushes me to understand them better. Before university, my life felt simple. I trained into athletics, tried to keep good grades, and believed I understood myself. But everything changed when university life showed its real weight. New schedules, new pressure, new expectations. It felt like the world was telling me that I could no longer stay the same, that I need to grow even if it hurt. In every hero's journey, there is a force that gives strength when everything feels too heavy for me. That the force is my mom and my dad. My mom teaches me strength through sacrifice, through effort, through love that works in silence. My dad teaches me joy, values, humor, and emotional balance. She is the root that holds me steady. He is the fire that keeps me moving. Together, they remind me that I never walk alone. Crossing into university life was not one moment, it was a slow change that demanded more than I expected. Tiredness built up. Time disappeared. I felt a subject and it hurt more than I wanted to admit. Then my injury took me away from athletics, my escape, my balance. I felt lost and unsure of how I was becoming, but this was the moment when the real adventure began. My first big challenge was time between university, projects, and military service every Saturday. From 7 to 1, I felt like time was always slipping away from me. People said it was easy, but it wasn't. It took me my rest and my study hours. It became the first monster I had to face. The fear of failure became my second monster. Feeling a subject made me question everything. If I belong here, if I was enough, if I was disappointing. My parents' fear grew inside me and made every decision heavier. My injury was my third trial. Athletics was my escape, my balance. When I got injured, the world felt louder and heavier. I slept worse, talked too much, and felt lost again. It became another weight I needed to carry. In my story, the Hydra becomes the monster that represents all of these challenges. Every time I finish one task, more appear. Every time I control one fear, another one grows. The Hydra is the expectations others have of me and the expectations I have of myself. It's the monster behind every semester and very daft. But in this story, I am never alone. My mom and my dad are my mentors. My friends stand with me. Even my teachers, without knowing it, guide me. They are the people who hold me when I fall and remind me of who I want to be. Temptations appear quietly. It tells me to rest by wasting time to avoid my responsibilities for a moment, but that moment grows, and suddenly I am behind again. I procrastinate, stress grows, I get tired and the cycle repeats. The Hydra grows again in silence. But the journey also brings transformation. My superpower is not physical, is my ability to keep going even when I feel weak. It is discipline. It's resilience, it's the strength I learned from my parents, and it's the ability to love even on hard days. Every semester breaks me a little but rebuilds me in a better way. I learned more about myself little by little. They say every hero begins as a villager, and that villager is me. A student thrown into a battlefield full of exams, injuries, pressure, and doubt. Each semester is a new level, each project is a dungeon, each exam is a creature, but the villager is never alone. His mom and dad stand at the edge of the map, sending strength. His friends fight their own battles close to him, and he, even when the falls, always stands again. One day this villager will leave the battlefield as a king, not because he defeated every monster, but because he discovered himself while fighting, and when he leaves the deck he will understand that everything the Hydra made him face was part of his transformation and his final consecration. Thank you for watching my story.